In the latest update for DDM 2025.10, we've made a number of changes to the Office client and the CAD integration. We have overhauled the Options interface for the Office client, which can be found under Tools, Options. The Options menu now lists the available sections down the left, and we have refined the options available. We've removed the single large prompts list and moved the prompts to the sections they are relevant to. These prompts can be found at the bottom of each section. These changes make the options easier to navigate and easier to understand what the prompts affect. Some examples of the changes we've made: if we look in General, we have the General options. Here we've also added the Startup options and the Display options, as well as the relevant prompts. Under Searching, we've got our standard searching options. We've also got the query limits, the recent item options, and again the relevant prompts. We've created a category browser section where you can find the relevant category browser prompts. And in document management, in addition to the existing options, we've also added the importing options and again the relevant prompts. We've added a new search option to form searches and advanced searches. So if we navigate to form searches and the when and who section, we've added the ability to select current user as a search criteria. Now this is particularly useful for creating searches that are public to all users. This allows you to create a search that references the user that is currently logged in, and these can be used by all users without having to update them. So I have an example on my saved searches. Here I have a current user last modified. If we look under when and who, so we can see the last modified date and the current user. Now this is a public search, so if we navigate to Save Searches, Organize Searches, we can see the demo folder and we can see the search here. Now if we select the folder that is contained within, we have an option here to make private or make public. So by making this public, this is now available to other users on the system, and they will get search results relevant to that user that is logged in. Next we will head over to IronCAD. And to help improve our ability to diagnose bugs, we've added a logging tool that can be turned on and off using the start and stop log. These log files provide our development team with detailed information about how, when, and what causes an error to occur. So when an error begins to show itself, you can start to log the information. And once the error has occurred, you can stop the log. And if we open the log folder, and if I organize this, we can see here we've got a DDM CAD logging file which should be shared with our support team. Next we'll look at some of the changes to the single save. So we will load an assembly. And this assembly has refresh parameters as well as the not latest issue. So if I continue to load this, and if we navigate to the DDM ribbon and begin a save, the first thing we'll notice is that the drawings are not visible. The reason we've decided to turn off drawings by default, typically when a user is making a change to a part or an assembly, they will be loading the drawing after the part is updated to modify or update the drawing with the new features, dimensions, and notes. The removal of the default drawing helps us reduce the possibility of errors, particularly when users are saving a copy of an existing part or drawing. But drawings can be turned back on using the Include Drawings button on the ribbon. When selected, users will be warned about the risks of doing so. I'm going to save a new copy of the assembly and the related drawing. I'll give them a new number. And we can see that because I have items that have refresh parameter, all of my drawings and components require saving. But these are in a state where I cannot save them. So we've added a new option here, which will allow us to quickly ignore all items where we do not have permission to save them. So if I select that option, I'll be warned about this change. And now all of these are quickly unchecked for saving. Now in a particularly complex assembly, this can save us a significant amount of time. This typically will occur when items loaded are from a different version of the CAD tool, or if the items have attributes that are mapped that have been changed in the office environment, and these will be flagged with the refresh parameter attribute. Another tool that we have added is the flat view. The flat view allows us to flatten the structure and show each item a single time in the save view. So in a particularly complex assembly where you may have multiple instances of nuts, bolts and washers, for example, a single instance will be shown of each of those. So for a particularly large assembly, this can save a significant amount of time when navigating through multiple lines of save information. In addition to this, if we select the Only Show Required action, we will only see the items that actually require saving where we have the ability to save, significantly improving the save times. If we head over to DDM, and this time we will look at a SolidEdge component. So here we can see we have a low resolution thumbnail, and we've actually made a change that allows us to produce high resolution thumbnails, and that can be found in Tools, Admin, under CAD and neutral files, CAD settings, SolidEdge, and we have a checkbox here for generating higher quality thumbnails, and we can select the DPI we wish to use. Please note that obviously increasing the quality of the thumbnail will increase the file size. And those are the updates for the Office client and the CAD integration.